Get your sweet tooth ready, guys, because today's episode of Saltiness Isn't Bliss is peanut butter Rice Krispies. So, we're going to start with a 9x12 pan. Any style pan will do. We want to coat that with a layer of cooking spray, and then we want to just set it aside. Over here in my pot, I've got 2 sticks or 1 cup of unsalted butter that is melted. I've got it just on a trivet right now, didn't want that to start burning, just wanted to have it ready and prepped. So now we're going to add a few ingredients into the pot, then we'll get a nice simmer going, and then we will move on from there. 2 sticks of melted butter. Good news is it's unsalted butter, so we're not adding all that extra salt. Our burner is on medium-low. We want to add 1 cup of brown sugar, 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. I made my own. I didn't have any in the house. So now I've put my 3 ingredients into the pot with my butter. I am stirring them with a wood spoon. If you have wood utensils, those are going to work best with this recipe. We want our burner on medium-low, and we're going to just let that simmer for about 6 minutes. Okay, so we have simmered and bubbled for about 6 minutes. So now we are going to add in 2 tablespoons of honey. Any style honey will work. And we want to just stir that in with our wood spoon. The honey will add to that nice golden brown color that we already have going in our pot. Okay, so our honey is now in there. I've got my burner down to low. I'm going to go up in between low and medium-low. I did need to go up to medium as I was simmering and bubbling my previous ingredients. So now I don't know how well you can see that, but there's kind of the color and the consistency. So now comes the fun part. We're going to take an entire bag of marshmallows. So this is about 10 ounces here. And we are going to pour the whole bag right in. Did I miss one? No. Oh, I did miss one. There's one hiding in there. Alright, so we're going to pour the whole bag in. We're going to take our wood spoon. We're going to give that a real good stir. Make sure they're all coated, because the idea here is we want to melt all those marshmallows. There we go, guys. Take a look at that. Okay, we've got a real nice smooth texture going. The marshmallows are just about melted. I gotta say, there's something very soothing about melting marshmallows, right? Just pouring them in there, and you see all those fluffy little clouds of marshmallow, and then you just watch them melt away. So here's where we're at. Back to the heavy whipping cream for just a moment. I will have the exact measurements down below in the recipe. So when you need 1/2 cup, if you don't have any in the house, it's going to be 1/4 cup of milk plus 2 tablespoons of milk. You're going to melt 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Mix that into your milk. If your milk is cold, once you mix it together, you will want to heat that up a bit in the microwave, just for about 30 seconds, so that you have a nice smooth texture, or nice smooth mixture. Now we are going to pour our Rice Krispies in. So this is Rice Krispies cereal. It is 9 cups. Unfortunately, this is where all the salt is. So this cereal is loaded with salt, just like the Czech cereal that we use in the mashed potato stuffed meatloaf. Good news is that all the other ingredients have minimal to no salt. So at least we're not adding additional salt with this. So we are going to pour that whole bowl in there. And just like we did with our marshmallows, now we're going to take our spoon and we're just going to give it a real good stir. Make sure everything gets coated, everything gets down to the bottom of that pot and fully mixed together. Okay, guys, we are all thick and creamy in the pot there. I had my burner on low while I mixed the Rice Krispies in. That kind of helped everything to go a little quicker, a little smoother. Still a great workout for your arm. So now we want to add some peanut butter chips in there. Any style peanut butter chips will do. I'm just going to add, it's really to taste, so I'm going to add a nice little handful right in the center. It's about 1/4 cup's worth. I've got my burner off now, but I'm still gonna let that heat kind of help me out while I stir those in. Then we will press our whole mixture down into our coated pan, and that's when I'm gonna add more peanut butter right on top. So with the peanut butter, make it work for you. If you want lots of peanut butter, you can add a whole bunch into your mixture. If you want just a little bit, you know, I'm gonna go with a 1/4 cup, so you'll still get that nice flavor, but it won't be too much. So now we're gonna pour this whole mixture down in there. All right, so we've got it in our pan there. And now we can try to use the back of our spoon to spread it out, which, because I'm using the wood spoon, is going relatively smooth. The other tip and trick you can use is you can take a sheet of parchment or wax paper, kind of press it down in the pan with that, because it's the same idea there, that it will smooth and even it out without wanting to stick so badly to it. So here it is, all pressed into the pan. The heat of it and the wood spoon worked really well to smooth it out without having to use anything additional, but so that was great. Last step is we're gonna add some more peanut butter chips on top. Again, this is to taste, so as many or as few as you want. I am going to just kind of let them fall wherever they're going to. You can even add some chocolate chips on there if you want. Doesn't have to just be the peanut butter. So, there it is. Now we need to let this cool off. So before we cut into it, before we taste it, we want to let it cool off a little bit. That will help kind of all those flavors kind of, you know, melt and blend and get all gooey together. And it will also make cutting it and serving it a whole lot easier. So right here it is, all gooey and ready to eat. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.